Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Who are these people?
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Don't be rude.
Who are these?
All right. Sorry about that. This is another episode of Pro Wrestling Talk. Don't ask me how many episodes because I forget. So I think I lost track around 50, but it was 40. I have to recap the count them on, figure out how many episodes they are at some point. Of course, I'm Angel Rivera, and of course, Miss.Witchy Perfect is with me, and we got Bill down there too. Thank you for joining us this week. So how are we doing? First off, before we get,
we're hanging on.
Yeah.
You're swatting it for the cameras.
We were gonna do this yesterday, but of course I lose electric for most of the night, and I don't get it back until like 10 o'clock. So it's like,
oh, and that's when we would have been off there anyway. So
yeah, so that's why it's like, yeah, that's why I said we'll do it tomorrow, or which is today now.
You kind of look like Razor Ramon down there, Bill. You kind of like Scott Hall here.
All right. So let's get to, I guess we'll review.
Hey, yo.
I couldn't find a toothpick.
Oh. He is Razor Ramon.
I'm using what are they called?
A
Ear
Q-tip.
swab.
All right.
Okay, well then I'm Mrs. Perfect. I'll act like Mr. Perfect, except female version.
All right. So last Sunday, a week ago now, was the Clash in Paris show in Paris, France. So I didn't watch most of this, so our review isn't going to take that long, at least I don't think. So
I did. I stumbled through the whole shit of it.
Because like I said, I think I've said this before, but if I don't watch a pay-per-view live, it's very rare that I'll catch anything on a replay or on demand. So it's like, the only match I saw was the opener, and the last two matches, the only thing I really paid attention to. The rest of it is more like a fast forward to me. So,
right. So Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Okay, so The first thing I want to say is this match took for fucking ever. Because mainly like they had so Roman Reigns got his win back, and of course now he's gonna go shoot a movie, Street Fighter with Cody Rhodes. And then Cody Rhodes just had another baby with his wife, so they're gonna make sure that he's off TV long enough. Um, but this match again took forever. I like the fact that Roman Reigns won, but I didn't like the fact that they kept going back and another another tsunami, another tsunami, and another tsunami. I'm like, oh, just get the fuck out of the ring, okay? We get it. You want Roman Reigns off the show. We get that, okay? We got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the match itself, I thought was fine. It was a good opener, I mean. And the afterbirth of what happened after the match was way too much. I mean, yeah, I get it. I get what the intention is, but that all should have been done at once instead of doing a little bit, pretending to walk away,
and
coming
then walk
back,
right back. Yeah,
doing some
right
more,
back.
Leave again, come right back, do some more, leave again, do some more. And finally, it seems like the Jey Uso came out and got beat up too, and that was it, And then finally, the segment's over.
Right.
But it was they should have done it all at once instead of tease that they're gonna leave and it's done, and then they come right back and destroy Roman Reigns some more.
And even Jey Uso, everyone knew that Jey was going to be wrestling later in the main event. So, I mean, why would you sacrifice Jey Uso? There was no reason other than, so Reigns pulled, Reigns, shoved him out of the way and got in the middle of, the attack from, I think it was Bronson, or no, it wasn't Bronson Reed. It was Braun Breaker. So Braun Breaker was going to spear, and he shoved Jey out of the way. This was kind of Jey paying him back. But again, he was in the main event. You had anyone else. Jimmy Uso could have came out and helped because he wasn't in the main event. So you had Jimmy Uso could have helped. Anyone else, maybe Sami Zayn, even Sami Zayn could have came out, because now they're all buddies again and helped Roman Reigns. It didn't have to be Jey Uso, I thought, because again, he was in the main event, and now, he's hurt, so that takes him out of the main event, but it didn't. He was still in the main event. Except that he had the tape, the ribs taped up. It's like, come on, dude.
Yep. Well, it was what it was. It was a okay match. It's a good match, but the afterbirth was too much. But Roman Reigns is gone now, and
now he can make that movie, and we can get back to life without Roman Reigns. Again, he needed the win back, and he needed to take out Paul Heyman, because this was the revenge. That was the revenge, because remember at what was it, WrestleMania?
Yeah.
WrestleMania Night 1, where Roman Reigns got betrayed by Paul Heyman. Okay, we got that. But and like I said, there are things in this match that needed to happen, and they did. Okay, let's move on.
Is
Roman took way too fucking long. I'm sorry. Say again, Bill.
What do we think of? Is he going to be a big movie star now? Is he going to be like the next Rock? Is he going to be in all the movies and stuff now? What do we think about that?
That's a good question. That is a great question. Well, now that you have Roman Reigns with one foot in Hollywood, same thing with Cody Rhodes. I think I don't know if he'll be like the next Rock, but I think that he'll definitely light up Hollywood. And some say he may not come back to wrestling, just like Rock never really came back to wrestling. I mean, he did in 2001 after he was done with, the Scorpion King. And there was a movie where he played a gay guy. I think it was like Be Cool or something. He was off in Hollywood doing all these movies and stuff and being The Rock. And He did find a little time to come back in, but I think it could be like that. He could be the next Rock. Same with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has a lot of charisma, and I mean, you see it. He's second generation. So, but I think Cody's first love will always be wrestling because that's what Dusty did. That's what his dad did. So, um, will Roman Reigns be the next Rock? It could happen. I mean, they are cousins.
I feel like
Mhm.
wrestlers, wrestling is like stage performance. It's like theater. I feel like
Yeah.
they can be good movie actors because like if you're a movie actor, like you've got a whole bunch of takes. You can mess up. You can keep doing it. But if you're on stage as a wrestler, you have to train yourself to
Yeah.
get it pretty much right the first time.
Right. Right. And a
You see
lot of
people.
these wrestlers. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, you see people talking trash about how The Rock looks now. Like, oh, he looks old. Like, yeah, he's older now.
Yeah,
He
I
looks
mean,
fine.
he's over 50. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah. They're like, oh my God, The Rock is not on the sauce anymore. Well, of course, because I think he had a heart scare or something. But I mean, he's not
Mhm.
30 years old anymore. You know, he's not he's not 40 anymore. Roman Reigns, I think, is in his 40s. So as jacked as Roman Reigns is, I can see him, doing very well in Hollywood. And it seems like everyone since, Hogan has kind of like, or I would say Jesse Ventura and Hogan have kind of gone into the Hollywood scene. Stone Cold, Triple H, The Rock, even Kane was in a movie or two.
Mhm.
Everyone, it's like that goal, but it's the real people. I was thinking
Yeah.
about Bret Hart today. I was watching him talk about the Montreal Screwjob and stuff on Inside the Ropes. If anyone is interested, you can look
Mhm.
that up on YouTube. It's called Inside the Ropes. And he kind of invades that thing with Jim Cornette and Jim Ross,
Yeah.
where
That's
he was kind of the reason why he let his contract expire was he was also in Hollywood. He was doing the Lonesome Dove TV show. He was getting some parts here and some parts there, so some gigs in Hollywood. Again, just because you love, I think the only one who really wasn't in a movie that I can think of was Kurt Hennig, was Mr. Perfect. He loved the business so much he couldn't go
Mhm.
off and do Hollywood without, being in the wrestling business somehow. And I think that's when it gets in your blood like that, because Kurt was second generation, Brett was second generation. When it gets in your blood like that, it's hard to go off and do something else when this is your first love. This is your life. And Kurt would say that. Kurt would always say, wrestling is my life. I have to be a part of it.
There you go. All
The Scott
right.
movies.
I don't remember if Scott Hall was ever in a movie or not. He
I'm
might
I don't
have
here.
think
been.
so.
No,
Hire
I
me.
think he was more of the wrestling performer person. Yeah, kind of like Kurt. He never really got over the wrestling business. And Scott talks
Yeah.
so highly of Kurt because Kurt kind of took Scott under his wing in AWA and really fast forwarded. I mean, when you see Scott Hall in this like afro almost and then with spurs and a cowboy attitude, I'm like, oh my God, that's Scott Hall. But I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of us don't remember AWA because we were babies or we weren't born yet. So, at least for us here, in fact, on the day of my birth, April 20th, 1986, Scott Hall and Kurt Hennig were the champions in AWA, and they were defending their titles against the Long Riders. So there you go. So again, I wouldn't know that because I was being born, you know,
Yeah.
at that time.
All right. So the rest of this show I really didn't watch, but we'll quickly mention it anyways.
I
The tag
watched it,
team title
unfortunately.
the tag team title match between the Wyatt Six and the Street Profits.
It was crap. I,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was
I
watching
do.
bits and pieces of it, but I was working on something else while, catching it. I don't really like the Street Profits and I don't like Top Dollar and I don't like the Wyatt Six. I think they have their place, but their place in wrestling is not where it should be. You're talking about they should be in Hollywood making horror movies. That's what I think of
Mhm.
when I think of the Wyatt Six. But it's because they keep doing this thing with they're trying to, with Bo Dallas and the fact that Bray Wyatt passed a couple years ago. I get it. I see why they're doing it. It's not a good thing. It's not balancing out. And the Bray Wyatt was over. Bo Dallas was not. So
Mm-hmm.
this whole, I don't know what they're doing with that.
Well, anyways, the Wyatts retained the tag titles. I remember correctly. Uncle Howdy hit Sister Abigail and led to a pinfall, and
Yes.
that was it.
Yep. The referee was not even looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw it, it was kind of like done on the floor. And then
Mm-hmm.
the one Wyatt sick guy just threw the guy back in the ring. And it was like, oh, okay. So even if the referee was looking at it, they still wouldn't have done anything. That
which is
seems
why
to be
the
the theme in modern wrestling is they do stuff right in front of the referee. They don't even care. Referee doesn't
Well,
care.
that's why in WWE they usually look away or distract the referee. So,
Right.
all right. So the next match was for the women's Intercontinental title. Becky Lynch, the champion, retaining against Nikki Bella. I heard this match was a train wreck. I didn't really watch any of it, but
Complete train wreck. I watched minimal stuff on it because I'm not really much for Becky Lynch, and I really don't like Nikki Bella. To me, Nikki Bella is like the diva search people, and I never respected them because none of them could wrestle.
that's
And Becky Lynch is supposed to be a man, or she's supposed to act like a man, or she's supposed to be the man or something.
yeah.
But unless you got a set of balls on you, Becky Lynch, get out of the ring. Cause no, you're only just a suck up to your husband. And I agree with Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash was like, WWE doesn't know what to do with Becky Lynch. Her push is over. And
Yeah.
the fact that she still has that Intercontinental belt so shows that literally they don't know what else to do with her other than put her with her husband and say la vie, be with your husband who's the champ. You're Intercontinental champ, but you've been better than this. You were better than this. You were women's champion. So go be women's champion, but you can't because you got this Intercontinental belt and you think you're the shit. I mean, you're not. You're not. I don't know what to tell you to do other than, I guess, stay in the shadow of your husband.
I don't know what. I wouldn't know what to do with her because she's way too. Her star power is there. I mean, but the issue is she can't really wrestle anymore. It's obvious from her matches, that she's washed up.
Right. Yeah. And
You
just like
can
Kevin
see
Nash
it.
said, I think they're done with that push. They're done with her. They're just going to keep her with, her husband now. And whenever they decide to get rid of Seth Rollins, they will get rid of her too. Say la vie. Well, now, and the thing is, now we have AJ Lee back. So we have wrestling husbands and wrestling wives together, so if anyone saw SmackDown, I only saw the highlights and I only watched the highlights. I don't watch the whole damn thing. What also grossed me out is Brock Lesnar's back. Blech. Okay, great. I don't care. Moving along, but AJ Lee is back. She will be with her husband, and it'll be her and her husband against Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, who are husband and wife, if people don't know that. So CM Punk now has his wife in the mix, and now we're going to have a mixed tag with, husbands and wives now. That's all I learned from that.
Yeah, so yeah, I seen like Becky's washed up. I mean, literally, she can't do anything in the ring.
And the fact that Nikki Bella couldn't even get the Intercontinental belt, which is the secondary belt to the women's title, I mean, she's washed up too. Nikki Bella, just go make a movie or something. Just get out of wrestling.
The only reason why apparently she came back because she has alimony payments to her ex.
Oh, that's right. Her ex beat her up, and now allegedly
now she has to pay him alimony.
Wow,
I think it's like it's like 10. It's like a bunch of money, like $20,000 a month or something, maybe more. So, but for both,
it'd be fun having their little kids wrestle each other. We're having couples.
So for both of them, really, this applies for both of them.
You're done. Yeah. You're washed. It's over.
Where is he? Where is Damian Priest anyway? Has anyone seen him lately?
Well, he just got beat by Aleister Black on SmackDown.
Oh, that's why I don't see it, because I don't watch I only watch the highlights of SmackDown. I don't watch the whole damn thing. Priest. So I thought Damian Priest wasn't even on TV. I thought they like written him off.
No,
All
no, he's
right, so
there.
he
It's just
just
that
he
he
just
just
beat
got beat by
Aleister Black.
Alistair. He
Oh,
got
he
beat
got
by
beat.
Alistair Black.
He
Yeah,
got beat. Okay, so I think they're done with him too. Once he got
Don't-
away from the Judgment Day, he kind of just spiraled down with the whole, Drew McIntyre thing. And then with him, now he's against Aleister Black, the House of Black from
he's not doing that
AEW.
anymore.
Right?
He's not
Yeah, I
doing that
know.
anymore. But
But I just think the whole Nikki Bella thing, all right, I understand you have an alimony payment, but you're washed up. No more wrestling.
That was pathetic.
all right.
I rest my case.
So the next match was the good old fashioned Donnybrook match, or AKA bar fight between Rusev and Sheamus, and Rusev won by submission. I didn't see this match either, so
I saw bits and pieces of this. I didn't like the fact that literally every match, it just seemed like there was furniture in every fucking match up until this point, and there was more garbage shit in this one as well. I don't like Sheamus. I don't like Rusev. I definitely don't like their feud, and I hated the whole match. Like I said, they used the freaking beer thing, whatever it was, beer stand or whatever. They used that. They went through tables. Sheamus got hit with his own shillelagh, and
yeah.
they were still kicking out at everything. I was just like, you know what, boys? Why don't you just kill each other? Then you can, pin each other. Yeah, exactly. Damn. Because they were literally finishes everywhere, and I'm just like, just somebody fucking win, please, just win.
Yeah, so that the finish was a submission. I'm guessing they're moving on from this god awful feud. Thank God, because it's been months and nobody cares. I mean, there wasn't
on and off
the crowd
Raw,
didn't.
and
On
and
nobody
off Raw.
cared. Yeah, nobody cared. It's like, okay, what is Rusev gonna do after this? I mean, I don't know. They're gonna put him with somebody. I think he might be going for a belt or something now because he just beat
Sheamus is
in
not
this
getting
feud.
any younger. He's he's 40, 50-ish now, I think.
He was around 20 years ago. Actually no, 15 years ago when he started his career. So
go ahead, Bill. You were gonna say something?
I was gonna say let's get JD Vance in there for a furniture match.
Oh God. He would be beaten up like yesterday's garbage. Go through a Slim Jim table, bitch.
He'll just be humping the couch.
Ew. Bad images, Bill. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna move on. The next match had John Cena defeating Logan Paul by pinfall.
So the only match that actually didn't have any furniture, and I was glad of that. However, I didn't notice this, but Jim Cornette and Brian Last did, where the crowd was entertaining themselves. Apparently, they thought John Cena and Logan Paul were so fucking boring that they're dancing and having fun. And I didn't see that. I was just kind of, come on, John Cena, because I'm not a John Cena fan, but I sure as hell don't like Logan Paul. And yeah, he's a great heel or whatever. He gets heat and he's an asshole and everything. Yeah, he's an asshole. He's a real big one. But he's also a trust fund baby. He's like JD Vance. He's born on third base and woke up one day and thinks he's right. He literally woke up one day and thought he hit a triple. So
I thought.
Go ahead.
I thought this was.
Oh wait, hang on, Bill. What would you say?
I was saying I didn't even realize he was involved in this stuff now. That's crazy.
No, this is his retirement tour. He has 7 dates left. He's wrestling
John Cena, or are you talking about Logan Paul?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Oh yeah, he thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread.
The YouTuber Logan Paul, yeah.
Yeah.
That
guy wants to be a wrestler, and that guy literally he literally wrestled John Cena, and it was so fucking boring that literally the French crowd, they were in Paris, they were in France, was literally yeah, no, well, they should have. I mean, that's how much this fucking stunk. and it was the only match with no furniture. But I mean, you could see Cena's mouth moving, and like I said, it was so fucking boring. Literally, the French crowd, the French crowd had to entertain themselves.
The thing, John Cena tried hard. Like, he tried. I mean, but he can't go either. So
No,
it's kind
he's
of
over
like,
50.
yeah. So it's like this again.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
It's over. Exactly. What the only thing I can say about I wasn't really paying attention to the French crowd. I was still kind of working in the background while
Yeah.
watching this.
It's over. It was way too much.
It was too much. I could see, like I said, I could see Cena's mouth
did-
moving. I'm like, Cena, shut the fuck up. Okay.
crowd-
we don't want to let the crowd know what the fuck
It
we're
got-
doing. This is called wrestling. We're supposed to keep kayfabe.
It got to
least
the
up the
point
core.
where the crowd was distracting from the matches. It was like,
Yes.
just
And
sit
they
there
didn't
and
like
shut
this
up.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, come on, I'm trying to watch. I tried to watch this match, but the fans were just brutal. I mean, you couldn't really even watch it. It's like, I mean, there seems like, especially the European fans, they try to get themselves over instead of, watching the show.
Well,
Like,
now they're
oh
getting
my-
the U.S. fans too. They're getting the U.S. fans to sing and dance and do stuff
Yeah.
during the matches.
It's like
And
they're
I
trying to get
think it's-
themselves over.
Yeah, they're trying
Yep.
to get themselves over. And the thing is, you paid your money, and I guess you could do whatever you want. If you paid your
Yeah.
money, you want to watch a show, but you went there to watch the show, not to be
You-
entertainment yourself.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're trying to be entertainment themselves. Like, just absurd.
like a
Like,
heckler.
just stop.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
big heckler. Well,
Yeah,
they
that's-
used to
yeah,
do
it's
that
like
during the
heckling.
Attitude Era, but they used to throw beach balls in the ring. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
You're that fucking stupid? I mean, you're watching
That's right.
Austin and Undertaker. Yeah, what the fuck?
I had an
It's good-
whenever
it's
they
good
go
to
over to
stop.
Europe.
Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead, Bill.
I'm sorry. I was saying it's good they're not throwing dildos yet.
Oh, suck a
Yeah,
dick,
they're
right?
They're doing that in WNBA, but yeah, it just
Ew.
got to be too much. All right, so the main event had a fatal four-way for the world title. Seth Rollins defeating CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight by pinfall.
I thought this was the most ridiculous of it all. Again, going through tables, and I knew CM Punk was not going to win this match, but I was hoping that it would be like, oh, Paul Heyman. I thought for once that, oh, Paul Heyman's just faking. He's going to come back and he's going to ruin CM Punk's chances, right?
I wonder how much the wrestling helps the furniture industry. I wonder what manufacturer to go with. I'm guessing IKEA.
I don't know what kind of tables they use. I know it's a
They
Slim Jim
use-
table because
they
it's
use
Slim
those-
Jim on it.
They use those movie prop tables. The ones
Of
that
course,
break
they're always
easily.
gimmicked. Yep.
Yeah, so they hire probably a movie company to make these tables, and they slap a Slim Jim sticker on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to go through a table almost every show in order to show off
Every
that
show,
Slim Jim
every
sponsorship.
single match, it seems they have to go through a fucking table. I mean,
Because
there's
they-
only
they-
like 2 matches on the card that I know they didn't use tables or nothing.
Because of the sponsorship deal with Slim Jim, so they have to go through a table in order
Yeah.
to show off the Slim Jim.
Well, and if you saw, I don't know if you saw, but like it looked like LA Knight didn't quite clear, or who was it? Jey Uso. Somebody went through a table, but they didn't quite clear it. Maybe it was CM Punk. At the beginning of the match, CM Punk was supposed to go through the table like what happened with LA Knight, but the table really didn't break. I don't know if you saw that. It was like, oh god damn it.
no, when
Can
the
we
table
stop this
doesn't-
bullshit now?
When the table doesn't break, it hurts because the table's supposed to give you that cushion, but it doesn't. I think you just bounce
This
right off
one
of
didn't,
it.
it didn't like break, and if it broke very slightly.
Those are the
Yeah,
tables that can advertise for like a table company. Like put up your advertisements for like a table, kind of like IKEA or whatever, and then it doesn't break. Look how good the table
I
is.
mean, they might as well at this point because there's too many fucking commercials. There's way too many. There's even sponsors. They have it on the ring now. They have it on the ring pad.
Yeah. They have them on the turnbuckle pads and all over the ring. It looks like a boxing ring.
Yeah,
or
it looks like
UFC
definitely a boxing ring.
Octagon.
Yes.
Yeah, with all the sponsorships on them.
Yes.
Which is really annoying. I mean, but because I'm used to it in boxing and MMA. That's why it doesn't really bother me. But at the same time, it's like it doesn't belong in WWE though. I mean, because I've been watching the WWE when it's way back in WWF, and Vince never ever had advertisements in the ring
because he
in the
never
canvas,
wanted to do
ever.
that. It's not like NASCAR where
Yeah.
oh, we know who's sponsoring WWE, and have that NASCAR stamp on it. No, it was never like that. The
Vince had
people we used to
sponsors, but
watch. Yeah, I
the
mean,
Vince
he had
he had,
sponsors, but
they would say sponsored by Snickers.
yeah,
Eat this.
sponsors by whatever Slim Jim.
No, it wasn't in the canvas though, so it wasn't. Now it's like it's in the canvas, it's in the turnbuckles, it's in the tables, it's on the it's on
It's
the
in the
barricades.
fucking commercials.
It's on the barricades. Even they have advertisements on the barricade. It's like, oh god, it's way too much. But
they have
this
the
match,
Prime there, the Prime bottle, and then
the
they have
Logan
like a
Paul
tray
Prime
of
bottles,
that fucking Prime shit. I wouldn't drink that shit even if you bought it for me. Jesus Christ, I'd be afraid to give me cancer or something.
The match was what it was, It basically no DQ match at this point. Even though WWE's already had, I think this is the only, two no DQ matches. It was this one and Rusev one. So out of 6 matches, there were 2 no DQ ones, and this
no DQ
was
match
what it was in the finish.
Exactly.
Well, and the finish was Becky Lynch interfering and kicking CM Punk in the balls, and Seth hits his finish on the chair for a 1-2-3, and that's how they went off the air. So Becky booked herself. He booked herself into her husband's stable, even though she should be a babyface at this point because she's a veteran on her way out, most likely. So
most likely, Kevin Nash said, I think they're done with her. But the last ditch effort they can do is at least stick her with her husband. That way, she somewhat comes off as like a dickhead. And then they had Raw the next night, and then she's there slapping CM Punk and stuff, and I'm like, oh, stop it. You're making CM Punk look like a fucking pussy, and that's what it happened. But I get that CM Punk is a traditional guy, like a traditional wrestler, where he would never hit a woman. Like back in the day, they would never hit a woman.
Yeah.
Although I guess Sherry was fair game. But anyway, back then, they would never hit a woman back in our day. But they made CM Punk look like a fucking pussy, like he couldn't stand up for himself. How many times did they take women in the Attitude Era and the PG era and literally beat the shit out of them for no fucking reason? If not, they laid their hands on them. How many times did Stephanie McMahon get her comeuppance after she slapped someone in the face? I mean, I was really, I'm like, and I told you, Angel, I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. They made him look like a pussy. And you were saying, yeah, I know, calm down. They're going to make AJ Lee come back. Yeah, they did on SmackDown. Yeah. And she beat the living fuck out of Becky Lynch. Oh my God, like down and punching her. I'm like, okay, let her up.
The WWE is afraid of losing sponsors if they have a grown man beat up on a woman like that. So they're thinking about their sponsors too. They don't want to lose anybody. So like they have like, who do they have? Like, no, they mostly have like sponsors, like liquor sponsors and stuff like that. But they're afraid of losing their sponsors because I guarantee you there's going to be some conservative group or some liberal group calling up their sponsors like, hey, do you condone what WWE did on Raw last week? And they see it as like, oh shit, no, we don't. Let's take out our sponsorship.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen if they do that. So
Queen sponsorship.
So it's not a conservative group. It's going to be some kind of progressive left-wing group.
There'll be some kind of group. Oh, you like violence against women? No, that's not. The point is, you just made CM Punk look like a fucking pussy who can't fight back against someone who literally screwed him. Unless the person who screwed him had a dick and balls instead of a vagina. I mean, what? Again, I'm trying to be as open-minded, and I get where they're coming from. I get the storyline, but again, I like CM Punk, and I want to see him whip Becky's ass. I mean, that chick deserved it. And again, it is a storyline, so he's not really beating her up for real. But again, as you said, Angel, the sponsors would find something wrong with it and they would fucking pull out. I get that.
Well, most of the
no
sponsors
offense.
are marks. They're marks
Right.
that don't watch the show. It's just that, they want their company name on a WWE campus. They want it in the WWE show. They want Michael Cole saying that, sponsored by so and so. But the issue is, once that happened, you could do that. Maybe get away with it for a couple of weeks until some left wing group notices this and calls up the sponsors, and then they shit themselves and the sponsorship is over. So that's what they're afraid of.
Well, like I totally get that point. And like I said, AJ Lee beating the shit out of Becky Lynch was actually satisfying. And I don't know anything about AJ Lee. I never saw her career. I never really saw anything that she did. I just saw on X in passing that she was kissing, something about I don't know if this is before they got together or while they were dating or whatever, but her and CM Punk, he's ready to leave, and she grabs him and starts kissing him, and then he's kind of standing there like what the hell just happened? And she's just like this, and she walks away, and I'm like, okay. Again, I don't know if that was just supposed to be a part of the storyline, and then that was while they were dating or whatever. I don't know, but I know that that's his wife, and she's back now because Becky Lynch was like, shut up, she don't work here no more. I'm like, well, apparently she does, because that's what they were leading up to this whole time, is to get her back into the company.
Yeah, which was always.
Go ahead, Bill.
I think the solution is let the lady get whipped, but then win at the end. So then it's like girl power. Right?
Right?
It's the best of both worlds.
Well, unless another chick is doing it, because if it's a guy doing it, then they would have problems with it. Unless it was a sexual thing, but I don't think they're going to go there.
So ultimately, CM Punk ate the fall. It wasn't LA Knight or Jey Uso, but it wasn't about them. Those guys are pretty much redundant and meaningless. They were like the spare prick at the wedding. It wasn't about them. It's about CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. That's the story they're telling. Not LA Knight and Jey Uso were just there just to be there.
So they were props.
Yeah, they were spare pricks at the wedding.
I mean, LA Knight is growing on me, and I don't know why. Why is this dude growing on me? Someone compared him to Austin, and I was like, okay, but he's not like Austin. He's more like he's just there because he's there. But he's starting to grow on the fans. I mean, the fans love him. They love that LA Knight, when he gets up on the ropes and stuff and does his little thing. But there you go. Yeah,
like me, I'm just here. I'm just here to be here.
That's what the kind of vibe you get from Knight, and I feel bad for him. I would like to see him win a belt, win the championship. I think that's why they elevated him and got him away from the U.S. belt. But I think that they need to do something and real quick, because LA Knight is just kind of it's like he's in with the band. It's almost like he's just there because he's in with the band.
I don't know how you can get him in the world title picture and winning a world title, because it seems like it's going to be Seth Rollins, and at some point in the next 6 months, CM Punk's going to get this belt and have a run with it, because he has to, because he got screwed at SummerSlam. And everybody had a bad taste in their mouth after that, even though we all knew it was going to happen. So he needs to have a decent run with this belt. And after that, who wins? Maybe LA Knight, maybe, but not Rusev. Gunther's coming back soon, because he had that nose surgery, because he had an issue with his nose. So
wasn't he also in Hollywood or something? Wasn't he doing a movie, or it's just a surgery then? Okay.
He had surgery.
I wasn't
sure.
I thought someone had said he might have been in a movie or something.
He needed to go away and have surgery, which is why CM Punk beat him. But immediately, Seth Rollins cashes in and steals a belt from him, essentially. So, so I don't know when or how LA Knight's going to get in a title picture and actually win. So unless he goes to the WWE title, but that belt's been dominated by Cody the last 2 years. So it's like,
well, and Cody is he's still in the picture. I think we lost Bill. He might be having issues.
Hold on.
Oh, we lost you there for a second.
Yeah, sorry about
Yeah,
It's okay.
fine.
And that's the thing. Like, if Cody is going to Hollywood and he's going to shoot this movie with Roman Reigns, they should have taken the belt off him. But then I'm not really sure. I mean, is he trying to be like Roman Reigns was? Because Roman Reigns would only work like 4 days out of the month. You know, he really didn't defend that title very
He
much.
would defend it at the big shows like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania,
Right.
SummerSlam. Towards the end of his run, that 3.5-year title run he had, he only defended at the big shows. And once, it was 3.5 years, almost 4 years before he finally dropped it to Cody. And when Roman Reigns first won the belt, Cody was still in AEW. So that's how long he held that belt.
Yeah. Yeah. So my thing is, I would have gotten the belt off of him before he went to Hollywood, because now you have a champion that's not going to show up. He's going to be in Hollywood. I know he just had a baby, and congratulations to Cody Rhodes for that. I hope you and the baby, Leonie, I think is her name. But yeah, he'll be back. It's just, I would take the belt off of him so that he can go do his Hollywood thing, but you still have that belt and you still have a contender for that belt.
He'll be back,
you don't have to,
He'll be back and have that feud with McIntyre. And McIntyre will lose the feud because they're not taking the belt off Cody anytime soon. So if you're working with Cody, unless you're John Cena, you're going to lose. So
yeah.
So unfortunately, there's not enough world titles for everybody. So guys like LA Knight and Drew McIntyre, who I think should be world champions, get screwed in this scenario.
Right.
Jey Uso was a world champion. He shouldn't have been.
No, he shouldn't have been. But if they hadn't have made him champion, they might as well have just sent him back to Samoa. Have a good time, kid.
Once you elevated him to win the Royal Rumble, he had to get that belt.
Yeah,
He wouldn't have won the Royal Rumble from booking. It's like, because I don't want to elevate him, knowing that I'm not going to use him on top that long. So it's like, okay, so it's like, what do you do? It's like the WWE fans love this guy. They love saying. They love using the
one word. Yeet.
He got himself over with that by total accident. It was like, and it's like, shit. I got a top baby face here that can't wrestle. I'm not gonna. I had no intention of using him in the main event, but it's like now I have to. So it's like they had to. They were forced into it pretty much. So.
Well, and I don't understand, did they not think that Jay was going to give, not Gunther, was not going to give Goldberg a good match? Is that why they took the belt off of him on Raw?
Yeah. That's the only reason why. It was always supposed to be Gunther versus Goldberg. That was always the plan. But I didn't think it'd be for the world title. I thought it is to keep the belt on Jay and have Gunther against Goldberg 1-on-1 for no belt. But I think Goldberg, being a mark for himself, might have said he wanted to go for the belt for his last match.
Well, and then he lost clean anyway. So I don't understand why they couldn't just keep the belt on Jay.
Jay only had one successful defense against Gunther, and then he dropped it right back to him on Raw.
Right.
A couple weeks before on Saturday night's main event. So, yeah, that was not a good show. It was on my birthday, so I did not watch most of this live. I only watched the first match, and the last two matches I watched afterwards later on Peacock.
Can you play the give me the pain and then let me die? Can you play that? That's how I felt.
Oh, yeah.
Give me some of the pain and let me die.
There you go.
Just why do I have to watch this effing thing? But again, that was the Clash in Paris. It really, this is the last Peacock thing it's going to do. I'm probably going to end up getting a, one of your, whatever you suggested.
The VPN.
Yeah, VPN.
Because you still watch it on Netflix. Because the deal is WWE starting in WrestlePalooza in September this month. It's going to be on ESPN, their platform.
Yeah.
For $30 a month, if ESPN doesn't come to a deal with your cable subscriber or your cable operator. Yeah. We have YouTube TV here, and there's no deal yet as far as I know, and neither for Comcast. So it's like
that's what I have.
you're going to be forced to pay $30 a month or use a VPN. Or if you're a big sports fan, maybe the $30 a month is worth it. But people already bitching about the service. Like, you know that David would know about this. The NFL Red Zone thing that ESPN just bought. All
Yeah.
of a sudden, there's commercials on that thing, even though there was never commercials on that thing before. So people
There
are
you go.
pissed off about that. So it's not a good start for this ESPN service so far. So, and imagine WWE going there, and there's gonna be even more commercials on these PLEs on ESPN. Like
Yep.
it was a bunch on Peacock. Like imagine now on ESPN. So yeah, I'm sure you heard about this. Which he's been making the rounds about how AEW finally has a streaming deal with HBO Max, something they should have done years ago.
Oh
But
God.
but it sucks anyways. They managed to fuck this up to the point where right now, if you have HBO Max, it's more expensive to order the AEW pay-per-view than if you don't have it. Yes, that's literally true. Because HBO Max is like $11 or no, actually $12 a month, whatever it
Yep.
is. And the AEW pay-per-views, you can order the AEW pay-per-views for $10 off. So it's $39.99 plus the $12 for the HBO Max service. So it's behind a double paywall, which means it ends up coming out to $53 plus tax. When
So
you
I
can
mean, they're
order the
really not.
pay-per-view.
Yeah, they're not losing any money because I mean they had the same deal with Prime. Only in Prime,
Yeah.
you had to pay for Prime, which is if you do it month to month. I don't know what it is month to month,
Prime
but I know
Amazon Prime is like $10 a month. So it's a very
is it
similar
$10 a
deal.
month? So
So
yeah,
it's
similar.
$10 plus the $49.99 would make you $60 a month. But here it's like they're trying to trick their audience, like, hey, you can get the pay-per-view for $10 less. Yeah, but you're paying that $10 to HBO or $12 actually, a little bit more money. So it's more expensive on HBO Max and you order it on normal pay-per-view. So it's like that's not a deal. Like you just it's like, oh, I thought when I heard that, oh shit, they're getting out of the pay-per-view business and they're just going to do what WWE does. Just you charge one fee, you could get all the pay-per-views for no extra cost.
Nope.
No, that's not what they're doing. I was like, oh shit. Well, unfortunately, if they did what WWE did, I still wouldn't get HBO Max because it's way too expensive. I already have Netflix and Peacock and all this other crap. So it's like, nope, I wasn't gonna get it anyways. If AEW was good, I might consider spending the money, but if it was no pay per view, I'm not paying $40 a month for a pay per view or $50 for a pay per view.
Right.
Like for what? It's 2025. The pay per view model's dead. Like Vince got out of the pay per view business 10 years ago. He was one of the first to get out of the pay per view business because at the time when they created the network, WWE Network, like 10 years ago, it was $50 a month for a pay per view, and it was these shitty little B level pay per views like TLC and Hell in the Cell and just these horrible pay per views they would put on, and like, but they were $50 a month. It's like, nope, that comes out to 50 times 12, what, $700 a year? That's outrageous. Even 10 years ago. So
Well,
now,
and I don't know if you saw what happened. It's been going around X where they're choking out some teenager and calling it
oh yeah,
wrestling. I mean, this is why you're at the dumpster
Don
fire that you
Callis.
are.
Yeah, Don Callis was choking out that YouTube that Boom Boom kid. What's his name? The one that the family on TikTok that do Boom Boom or whatever the hell they are. His dad wrestles on AEW all the time
Oh
on the
God.
pre-shows or pay-per-views. So I forget their names right now. Their family, So that's that kid from YouTube or TikTok. He just
Wow.
started choking him with a like a, what was it, like a cord or something, or I don't know what it.
Yeah. Well, it looked like some kind of either a cord or like some kind of scarf or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
and
you
that's what
can
that's why people don't watch your shit and why you only it was 472 I think last time I saw it. Uh
Dynamite.
yeah.
Dynamite had a historically rock bottom rating. I mean, it's like
Yep.
how much more is HBO? How much more is Warner Brothers Discovery going to put up with this? Because yeah, they're not canceling it yet, but I mean that's embarrassingly low. I guarantee you, if they put on a movie on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock, it would get more than $4.75 or whatever that number was.
Yep.
Any movie. I mean, it doesn't matter what movie it is. It would get more than $4.75 on a 2-hour time block.
Even the
That's
show
horrible.
that comes on before and after was getting more than they were
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah, it's just bad. So as we all know, WWE is running WrestlePalooza against All Out on Saturday, September 20th. So of course, Tony Khan, being the coward that he is, moves the pay-per-view to 3 o'clock. His pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he wanted to compete with WWE. I mean, this is a perfect opportunity. You're All Out versus WrestlePalooza. And nope, he just runs away, tucks his tail between his legs and runs away from it and schedules pay-per-view for 3 o'clock instead of 8. So, yeah, and of course, WWE is going to main event with John Cena and Brock Lesnar. I mean, that's your big money match. That's going on last. And it looks like it's going to be a stacked card. You have, I assume Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre will happen there. You have the AJ Lee, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch tag match going to happen there.
Mm-hmm.
So the cards will be pretty stacked for their first appearance on ESPN. So, but they are.
Yeah.
I don't see how they're gonna follow Brock Lesnar and John Cena, especially how over Brock is with the WWE audience. So.
Well, and I don't like it, but I mean, you're gonna have Cena going like this, talking, and you could see his mouth move, and we're just gonna get one shitty match with Brock Lesnar and John Cena. The thing is, I'm gonna have to get a VPN because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah,
I can't afford $30 a month for ESPN.
Well, that's what frustrates me. You shouldn't, because you already have cable, so you shouldn't have to pay for this service.
Right.
But ESPN is not coming to a deal with Comcast or YouTube TV. They have a deal with Verizon, though. Verizon and some other smaller providers, but they don't have a deal with Comcast or YouTube TV, which doesn't make any sense. Like why are they not saying, okay, fine? Yeah, if you have because I already pay for ESPN every month on my YouTube TV, which I'm not happy about, by the way, because I barely watch ESPN. The only time I watch is for either the Yankees or the Giants, a football team, and when they're on Monday nights. But
I don't even watch it for college football, and I was bragging about that because Minnesota kicked the crap out of Northwestern State. Of course, they're really not a good school anyway.
ESPN is a terrible broadcast. I mean, it's like they're so bland and boring, and they have interviews with the players that I don't care about during the game. I just want to watch the game.
Right.
Or what they've been doing in baseball, at least they've been putting microphones on the players in the middle and during the innings, and they're talking and trying to field the ball at the same time. But that I don't care. Like, just you're distracting them from their job, which is fielding the baseball, making sure they don't fuck it up. But you're talking to them in their ear during the inning. So it's just bad. It's just it's brutal to watch ESPN with with what they're doing. So. Yeah, so but at least with I forgot about this. If you get HBO, if you get the AEW pay-per-views on HBO Max, you can enjoy the event with HDR10, which is like the highest definition television that you have, and Dolby Atmos, whatever that is. It's delivering stunning quality picture and immersive arena-like sounds that put the fans in the center of the action. So you don't get that with any other provider but HBO Max. So they're trying to sell but how many people have HDR10 on their televisions? I don't.
Not us. No, we have an older TV.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, hey, you can get this over-the-top technology, and it makes it sound like you're at the arena. Just give us bunch of money for it. For shitty.
If I had enough money to get this, I would have enough money to go to the arena. Then I wouldn't have to get this. Just saying.
Yeah, the logic is not. The logic isn't all there.
I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing we can really do about it other than bitch, moan, and complain about it because we're poor and don't have any money.
Yeah,
But I mean, these people that can afford to be at the arena wouldn't need this. Oh, it sounds like you're at the arena when literally they have enough money to go to the arena.
Yeah, so this is the card for All Out. So we have Edge and Christian versus FTR in a tag match.
Oh god.
I call him Edge and
Shit.
Christian. It's easier than Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. It's like, well, it's Edge and Christian.
It's Edge and Christian.
The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP versus Ricochet and DOA, Bishop Khan and Toa Leona. Whatever. The TBS title match is Mercedes Moan versus Riho. And John Moxley is taking on Darby Allin in a coffin match, not a casket match, a coffin match.
And I hope one of them gets buried alive because I'm sick of these people.
The WWE owns the copyright to casket match, so they call it a coffin match, but it's the same idea basically. All right. The next match listed is MJF versus Mark Briscoe and a TBA match to be announced. It's like, why did he put that here? It says TBA, like to be announced. Like, okay. Is it a singles match?
Determined.
Is it a no disqualification match? I mean, what is it going to be? Most likely to be some kind of no DQ match because it's AEW. All right. And
no sarcophagus match yet. Let's do sarcophagus match.
Oh my, that would actually be more interesting than the stupid shit that they got going on with Darby Allin. I mean, this shit, I don't even know what to say about Darby Allin other than he should have died on Mount Everest.
But he's going to be crippled before he's 40 anyway, so the stuff he's doing.
That's true. He actually had a better chance on Mount Everest than he would in AEW. Because, I mean, what he's doing now to his body in AEW, you might as well say he's going to retire very, very soon because it's just crap. He went through real glass and still survived. He didn't he break his ankle or no? That I'm thinking of Edge. Edge broke his ankle.
Yeah, Edge broke his ankle jumping off the top of the cage
but I'm sure he's broken everything else.
Well, but he wasn't that reckless in WWE. I don't know why he's so reckless in AEW. He's in his 50s.
No, I meant Darby Allin. He's broken probably everything else.
Well, yeah, but so yeah, that's gonna be a terrible match. The last match listed here is Toni Storm defending her women's title versus Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Tekla in a Fatal 4-Way match.
Oh, so, I hate Fatal 4-Ways.
Obviously, Toni Storm's gonna win because that's if you're not Toni Storm or Mercedes Moné, you're fucked in women's division. You're gonna get beat. You're gonna get your ass handed to you, and that's it. You're gonna move on.
Is there a possibility that no one would win? That's who I choose. Nobody. Because I mean, this is just garbage wrestling, and I'm not paying $50 to watch garbage wrestling. Sorry, not sorry. I don't even want to pay for WWE's garbage shit.
Well, I'm not paying
Alex.
extra for it. I'm not paying.
We got Razor Ramon over here. We got Razor Ramon, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was All Out. I assume the Hangnail's defending the world title, but not listed here yet, so.
Hey, Angel, how about the Yankees? They've been playing better lately.
Yeah, they won again. They're 1.5 games out of first? Or...
My God, should I look and see if it's snowing outside?
Yeah,
Damn.
2 games back now.
Okay. Well, I
think they can beat Detroit as well, so see what happens.
Yeah, I also checked out the Giants game before this, and God damn, they're as awful as ever.
New Year's awful Giants.
Yeah, they're as awful as they've ever been.
I'm like, what
they signed Russell Wilson. It was like, oh great, a past his prime Super Bowl winning quarterback. It's like you might as well got Aaron Rodgers. There's like no difference. Like you might as well Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, but
I forgot his name right now, but the new one that the Giants have. Put him on the field.
Jason Dax, I think his name is, or it's Jason something. Yeah, he's their like prospect future starter, but if the when the last time they won a game in September? I think last year they started 0-4, 0-5-2. So
Well, I
they
know
lost again.
2 seasons ago they went 1-1 when they came back to win against the Cardinals, but it was
I
still
think
bad.
last year they went 0-4 in September. So they can't win in September. And Russell Wilson was as terrible. I'm like, what? It's like, okay, his legs are gone. He can't throw down the field anymore. This is not a good start. This is not. I was severely unimpressed with the New York Giants, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're going to be better. They're going to be better." It's like, okay, but I'll believe it when I see it. Oh my god, that was brutal to watch. Just like it was last year. It's like, oh shit, here we go again. It's the same bullshit. I'm going to be done with the Giants rather quickly if they start 0-4. Like I'm done. But yeah, guys, go over to the other platforms because do have to get off of YouTube here. So, oops, let me plug this in. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, so we're gonna go to clips now.
What
All right,
was
I'll play that again. Wait a minute.
You call me Mr. Perfect.
There you go.
I couldn't really hear what was said there.
Yeah, you call me Mr. Perfect is what he says.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you. Go to the other platforms. Whoops, hold on.
Talking about having a good time. Talking about a smile on the face of Mr. Perfect. No, it doesn't.